Hello viewers, welcome once again to my channel Math Made Easy with PDY. In today's lesson, we are actually going to look at how to solve system of equations simultaneously. Not to waste time, we are going to look at some of the WASSCE questions which involve system of equations. We have one question which came in the year 2016 and it was an object question. If x minus y is equal to 1 and 5x minus 2y is equal to -1, evaluate x plus y. In this situation, we need to find the values of x and y before we can evaluate the expression x plus y. Therefore, if we should have x minus y equal to 1 as our equation 1, and then 5x minus 2y equal to -1 as our equation 2. We have different methods, but because this is a section A question, I would recommend that you use the substitution method. So we can say that from equation 1, then making x the subject, x will be equal to 1 plus y. So then we can say substitute x into equation 2, meaning wherever we see x in equation 2, we put the expression 1 plus y there. So from equation 2, we have 5x, which we are going to replace it with 1 plus y, minus 2y, then that is equal to -1. You realize that now equation 2 has become a variable of y, and therefore expanding and simplifying, we have 5 plus 5y minus 2y equal to -1. In simplifying and grouping terms, we'll be obtaining 3y on the left hand side equal to -1 minus 5. So therefore 3y will be equal to -6. Then it means y will be equal to -6 divided by 3, and that gives us y value as -2. Now that we have y value, we can find x value. We have an expression for x, so x will be equal to 1 plus -2. When we simplify, x will be equal to -1. So evaluating x plus y from the question, then it means -1 plus the y value, which is -2. And that is going to give us an answer of -3. Therefore, the solution is possible answer A. I believe it is understood. You can pause the video and go over the solution. To the next example, we have given that 2x plus y is equal to 7 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 3. By how much is 7x greater than 10? In the same way, we need to know the value of x and y before we can find the solution for by how much is 7x greater than 10. This question came in the year June 2016. That was question number 12. So in solving that, we need to solve the two equations simultaneously. So having 2x plus y equal to 7, we can label it as equation 1. And having 3x minus 2y equal to 3, that should be our equation 2. As I said, you have to use a method that will make it simpler for you to finish it within the shortest possible time. So we can still use the substitution approach. So we can say that from equation 1, we can make y the subject. So y will be equal to 7 plus 2x. Sorry, 7 minus 2x. So it will be 7 minus 2x. So then we can say substitute y into equation 2. Wherever we see y, we replace it with 7 minus 2x in that expression. So equation 2 has it as 3x minus 2 times y value, which we've seen it as 7 minus 2x. And this should be equal to the number 3. Expanding and simplifying, we have 3x minus 14, then plus 4x, and that should be equal to 3. When we simplify the left hand side, we are going to have 7x, which should be equal to 3 plus 14. So moving forward, we are going to obtain 7x is equal to 17. Therefore, x will be equal to 17 on 7. Per the question, we are told that by how much is 7x greater than 10? So we don't need to worry ourselves to find the value of y. So we can go straight ahead and then find the value by how much 7x is greater than 10. So it's going to be 7x minus 10. Since we know the value of x, we substitute. So 7 times 17 on 7, or minus 10. You know 7 can do away with 7 one time. Therefore, we are left with 17 minus 10. And that is giving us an answer of 7. So it tells us that 7x is greater than 10 7 times. I believe it is well understood. Once again, you can pause the video and go over the solution. Let's go to the next example. This time around, we have a word problem which came in the year 2016. It was an object question. In this problem, we are told that a box containing 12 plates and 6 cups cost 156 Ghana cedis. Another box containing 12 plates and 18 cups of the same type cost 228 Ghana cedis. Find the cost of plates. So we are interested in the cost of plates and not the cups. So in this scenario, we don't have the equations. Therefore, we need to generate our equations and then solve for the variables we actually represent in the equations. Per the information, we know the number of plates, we know the number of cups in one box. Likewise, in the second box, number of plates, number of cups, they are also known. And we know the total amount spent in buying all the items in the first box and that of the items in the second box. So you understand that we don't know the cost of each item. So we can say that let a variable represent the cost of each item in that particular box. So we can say that let x be equal to cost of one plate. Let x be equal to cost of one plate. and then y should be equal to cost of 1 cup. So in this case, we can use this information to generate the equation for the total cost in the first box. So the total cost in the first box, which was 156, had 12 plates. So the total cost for 12 plates will be equal to 12 multiplying the cost of 1 plate plus 6 cups multiplying the cost of 1 cup, and that should be equal to a total of 156 Ghana cedis. With the same variables, we can generate another equation for the total cost for the second box. So 18 cups in all, the total cost will be 18 multiplying the cost of 1, it will be 12 multiplying the cost of 1 plate, which is going to be 12 multiplying x plus 18 multiplying y. That should give us a total cost of 228 Ghana cedis. Now, with respect to this question, you realize that from equation 1 and equation 2, they have a common variable with the same coefficient. So it will be more advisable to use the elimination method in solving this question. With the elimination method, then it means we can use the idea of subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So it will be 2 minus 1. And what are we going to obtain? 12x minus 12x will give us 0. 18y minus 6y will give us 12y. And this should be equal to 228 minus 156. And that is giving us an answer of 72. So dividing both sides by 12, we are ended up getting the y value equal to 6. So we know the cost of 1 cup to be 6 Ghana cedis, but we are not interested in the cost of 1 cup. We are only interested in the cost of plates, because that can help us find the cost of 9 plates. Hence, getting the cost of plates for 1 plate, that is going to be substitute y into any of the equations. So I would like to use equation 1, and that will give us 12x plus 6 times the y value, which is also 6, and this must be equal to 156. So grouping terms, 12x must be equal to 156 minus 36. Simplifying, 156 minus 36 is going to give us 12y is equal to 120. So 12x is equal to 120. So dividing both sides by 12, we are going to obtain the answer as 10x is equal to 10. So we know that the cost of 1 plate is 10 Ghana cedis, but the question demanded that we find the cost of 9 plates. So cost of 9 plates will then be equal to 9 times 10. and that is giving us 90 Ghana cedis, and therefore the answer is possible answer C. Now moving on to the next question, we have an interesting question which goes as the sum and ratio of two numbers are 84 and 5/7 respectively. By how much is the larger number greater than the smaller? So in this case, you have to generate your equations in the same way and then solve them simultaneously. The sum and ratio of two numbers are 84 and 5/7. Sum means adding the two numbers. So you don't know the two numbers, so we can actually say that let x and y represent the two numbers. Let x and y represent the two numbers. So writing our first equation, then it means x plus y must be equal to 84. That's equation 1. Then the next one says the ratio of the two numbers is 5/7. So the ratio, meaning the division between the two numbers, should give us 5/7. So if one number is x and the other is y, that should be equal to 5/7. With this, we can generate an equation by just cross multiplying, and we'll have 7x equal to 5y. Therefore, 7x minus 5y will be equal to 0. So that can be named as equation 2. So we solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. Per this, I would advise that you use the elimination method because it's easier to make one of the variables the subject from one of the equations. So we can say that from equation 1, if you want to make x the subject, then x will be equal to 84 minus y. Then you can say that substitute x into automatically equation 2. And what is it giving us? Wherever we see x in equation 2, we are substituting 84 minus y. So that is going to give us 7 multiplying 84 minus y, then minus 5y should be equal to 0. Multiplying 7 by 84, we get an answer of 588. 7 times negative y will give us negative 7y. Minus 5y should be equal to 0. In this case, 588 minus 12y should be equal to 0. Solving for y, we will have it 588 equal to 12y. Dividing through, we have both sides being divided through by 12, and that is going to give us y is equal to 49. So our y value is 49. Therefore, we can find our x value. X is equal to 84 minus y, and our y value is seen to be what? 49. Therefore, 84 minus 49 gives an answer of 35. So x is equal to 35. Now, going back to the question, it says by how much is the larger number greater than the smaller? So we've seen that the larger number is y and the smaller number is 35. Therefore, by how much is the larger number greater than the smaller number. So that is going to give us y minus x, which is going to be 80, that is going to be 49 that's going to be 49 minus 35, and 49 minus 35 gives an answer of 14. Therefore, our answer to that question is C. It's been a great privilege teaching you, and I believe you've understood whatever we've gone through today. There are more questions on simultaneous equation, so kindly subscribe to this channel and then click on the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get information as and when the videos are posted. Thank you and have a nice day.